Okay, and we are rolling. This is me and Kim's first investigation of 2022. You want to say where we are, Kim?
We are at Fairfield County Infirmary in Lancaster, Ohio. And this place is pretty creepy. And it's daytime.
Yeah, we got here at like 3, and it's like 5 now, I think.
I think so, yeah.
We took a tour, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking you on a tour of the building. If you are just interested in the ghost hunting aspect, I'll probably maybe put like a time code on the screen, if that's all you want. But I think the place has some creepy stuff, but we're going to kind of go through and talk about some of the things that they've reported, and just some of the ghosts and just things that have happened here. First creepy hallway, you can see there's a hospital bed down there.
I know they say that there is a lot of shadow play in the hallways. They'll see things peeking out of doorways and such. When this place was a working infirmary and poorhouse, as what it started as, they did keep men and women segregated on either side of the building. And you weren't allowed to actually talk to the opposite sex, even if you were related to them, which is pretty awful. And you basically worked for your ability to stay at this house, kind of like as a payment for staying here.
Yeah.
It is very, very creepy. Lots of lovely lead paint on the ceiling.
Yeah, lots of lead paint. I'll kind of tilt back here so you can see, because it was like a tin ceiling, and well, not a lot of tin anymore. I mean, well, the tin's still there, I guess, but it's just, it's like, are you even a haunted building if you don't have like
tin ceilings and lead paint?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that you technically are. Yes.
It definitely adds to the atmosphere.
There was a haunted house that was running here for a while.
Yes, 1 year there was a haunted house here.
Yeah, for one single year, which sucks if you're not familiar with our channel. We do haunted house reviews. I wish we would have been able to do. I guess that a lot of rooms look like this that are just filled with stuff. They are working on getting this stuff out, and they also want to put more furniture in here, right?
Yes. In fact, one of these rooms, maybe that was down the other hall. They actually have some of the rooms set up as to what they want it to look like. If you've watched our investigation at Madison Seminary, the same man who owns this, Adam, and he likes to set up the rooms like it would have been set up back in the day, kind of like a huge trigger object, so to speak. So have the rooms set up the way they would have been, kind of make the spirits feel at home more.
Kind of come over here. This room just has a bunch of junk in it. I will say that this room right over here, though, which we passed briefly, is what they refer to as the mirror room, which it earns its name. Because what people believe that basically mirrors back to back looking into each other can help summon spirits and whatnot, right?
Yeah, a lot of people believe that mirrors are portals, that there is a tradition when somebody passes away that they cover the mirror so that their soul does not get trapped inside the mirror.
Yeah. They have a lot of cool like relics and stuff here, and this is an old-timey camera, as you can see, with the giant bulb on top. I don't think I've ever actually seen one like this. That is really cool. You can see like the lens and stuff there. Huh. All right. We're going over here.
Oh yeah, there is a little...
Yeah, our tour guide referred to this as the Harry Potter closet, as you can see why. Show your staircase, and then yeah. There's no real story behind that. It's just a storage closet. No real dark history there that we know of, at least. But As you can see, Madison Seminary, they already have a lot of this kind of set up, but they plan on doing this with more of the rooms, which is, oops, wrong way, which is kind of like, you know, making it look like Victorian era. Just kind of theming it out a little bit more. Just pooping the place up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Because I don't know if we're going to make it to every room, because again, we do have this place for quite a while, and it's just me and Kim tonight. We don't have anyone else with us. But yeah, you can see this dollhouse here is pretty cool. Heading upstairs now. This came from down there. Going up here. Kim thought she heard someone while she was walking up the stairs. I stopped recording, but she said you heard someone's doing what?
I heard like a kind of thing as we were coming up the steps.
All right, so let's go down here, because I know this is a pretty popular hallway, he told us.
Yes, there's lots of sounds, lots of shadows. This is actually where, this is the women's side. So this is where the women would stay in these rooms.
Yep, and we'll be getting to it shortly, but right over there is the men's side. We'll be going there probably next.
Yeah. Apparently here, a lot of the restrooms have very heavy feelings in them.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd. But
Well, we'll show you the one. It's creepy.
yeah. Okay, here, go in here real quick. There is a two-way mirror.
Oh, yeah.
In this room. At more modern times, this place was used by like child protective services and stuff like that. And they would use this to observe children with their parents and to see how they reacted to being with their parents while they were, you know, having visitation, right?
Now, if you've watched Travel Channel's Destination Truth, this might look familiar to you. Oh, sorry. Destination Fear. A much worse show. But they did come here. And this door closed on them. The tour guide said he's basically never heard of it closing on anyone else and hasn't seen it himself.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's a pretty decent sized door.
yeah, I
It's
don't
not
think...
super heavy.
All right, you're locked in.
With all your
Bet you
money.
can't get out. I will be a very happy boy if this thing opens.
Okay.
Either in front of us or even while we're gone. Because again, me and Kim know for a fact we're the only ones in this building.
Yes.
So, now the tour guide said he has seen a mist coming from this room.
Yeah.
This is 314. Nothing real special about this room, but... Do you remember if there was anything particular about this room?
He just said that he had an empath go in there and said
right.
that there was a man standing in the corner that was not happy. And then our tour guide said that he saw a black mist that basically rised from the floor up to his eye level and just kind of like lingered there until he finally was like, okay, I need to leave the room, and he left the room.
Pretty much something apparating then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to head into the women's restroom. So that is, again, we just came from the women's hallway, yeah.
Women's hallway, yeah.
And so the restroom is down here. Now it's kind of Sketchbot 9000. The doors here are really heavy.
Yeah.
Got it?
I got it.
All right, so I'll kind of...
Oh,
Is this a bird that just flew?
special guest appearance by
Right?
the crow.
Yeah, there's a crow that was just outside this window. I don't think I caught it, but... And then... Oh, there's one. Gonna hear a lot of crunching paint under our feet tonight. You can see the sinks are a little grotesque. But what, I don't know if there's like any necessarily history, but there's just claims, and he said that people feel like a bad energy and stuff. Oops. Like
Yeah,
a bad
very heavy
and stuff
energy
here.
in here. They're not really sure if anything actually happened in here, but I mean, it is a bathroom.
Yeah.
Things happen. There may or may not have been some sexual assaults here
Right.
by either staff and or residents.
Yeah, that was the thing because he said like people would, even though they're separated, women
They would come in not pregnant, and 9 months later they would be pregnant, even though they hadn't seen their significant other, or they were segregated in the building, and there were a lot of stillborn deaths.
Yeah, like a lot
here,
which is weird. Like, why would there be so many stillborn deaths? Yeah.
Right. Probably because they probably didn't even realize they were pregnant.
Oh, and all the medication stuff, maybe?
Medications, things like that, yeah.
Yeah. Did we state all the things this place was?
I briefly went through a few of the things.
Okay.
I mean, it was a poorhouse, it was an infirmary, it was office buildings for the county. It was a bunch of stuff.
All right, so this is the men's side.
Yes. Supposedly there is a 7-foot shadow person down here. They hear footsteps, talking, and somebody has actually seen a full-blown apparition in here.
Yeah, I want to see a 7-foot shadow figure. I don't think our tour guide mentioned that one.
No.
But he had said everything he was going to tell us about was like stuff that he basically had happened or someone that he extremely trusts has told him has happened.
Yes.
So this could have been like a report from someone else or something.
Right.
I will say the staircases here are kind of, they're kind of pretty. This is hilarious though. The ceiling for this, I think it'll translate better on camera as I walk up there. Even if you're not the tallest person, yeah, this is what you're greeted with as soon as you come up the stairs. So.
Here, just give you perspective.
And we're not sure why, but it smells like vanilla up here.
Well, remember when we went to Gill House years ago and it smelled like chocolate?
Yeah, I do remember that.
So I think it's like probably the wood.
Maybe. You would think it would smell bad up here, but it smells good.
Yeah.
But this room had quite a bit of history.
Yeah, this was actually a kind of a makeshift hostel, so to speak.
Yeah.
Where they would have hotel rooms here for people who needed a place to stay if they couldn't find a hotel. And they would just require them to work the next day to pay for their hotel. Mm-hmm. But if they were a really good worker, they would sometimes say, oh, well, you have to work another half day. So then you have to stay over. Well, you stayed over, so you have to work another day to make up for that full day. And they would just keep doing it and basically turning these people into indentured servants.
Yeah, basically holding them hostage.
Yeah.
It also used to be an orphanage, right?
Yes, as well. And this place actually had some really weird rules when it was the poorhouse.
And if you're wondering what Kim's referring to, they also have a sheet that has a lot of facts after your tour guide, so if you forget stuff.
So here, I'll go over the rules when this was a poorhouse. No leaving the institution without permission. No intoxicating liquors except prescribed by a physician. No profane or improper language. No fighting.
Well, that's fair.
Required to be cleanly.
Also fair.
It's the duty of all inmates who are able to perform work in the house, farm, or care for inmates that cannot care for themselves. Men and women must stay in their wards. No visiting or talking to the opposite sex. Number 10 states the penalty for breaking any of the rules shall be confinement in the cells or dungeon. We will get to that in just a second.
We'll get to the dungeon. I did not know this place had that.
They had cells. That door that we showed you, that we shut, is a cell. You were put in one of the numerous people were put in that cell if they broke any of these rules. If they really, really, really didn't like you, then they sent you to the dungeon, which we will go to in just a second.
Yeah. But yeah, just the look of this is super imposing, I would say. Over here is the dungeon that we just got done talking about. Now the chains were added. These aren't original, but the hooks in the wall, these are the original hooks.
And if you look, they're all the way down. There's even some on that side of the wall as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they would literally chain people up indefinitely, however long they felt they should be up here.
Yeah, and he said most people are there for like a day at least.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
And I mean, you literally just chained to the wall. So, you know, I mean, he didn't necessarily tell us to, but obviously these spirits are spirits that you want to have a little more empathy for, because, you know, I mean, maybe some of the people might, I don't know if I'd say deserve, but I mean, they were prisoners, but I don't think they put prisoners on there. It was more of people that were like...
Probably, he said that it was a lot to do with whether or not the caretakers really liked the person as well.
Yeah.
Whether or not they were just put in a cell or they were brought up here.
Yeah. And then over here, I just think it's interesting. There's this really weird, it looks like carpet, but it's not, because you can see it's literally broken away. They're not really sure why that's there,
Yeah.
but I just found it's kind of weird. You can kind of see it here too.
Little paranormal thing is that apparently people used to see a woman in a rocking chair up in this window. Unfortunately, the window is covered up because the glass panes did break.
Yeah.
But people would be driving past or walking past and swear they saw a woman up here rocking in a rocking chair. Kind of like Psycho.
Yeah.
Was known as the chicken coop.
Yeah, the chicken coop, because of
Because there's
all the
chicken
chicken
wire.
wire, I guess. The floors here are a bit sketchy. All right. And yeah, there's a couple stories about this room as well.
Yeah, they, when they had officials come to check on the place to,
Did you hear something a minute ago?
I just heard like a scream.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't know
Now-
if that was outside though.
Yeah, I don't know if it was either, but I did hear that it was weird sounding through the headphones, because right now, I'm not on camera, but I'm wearing headphones so I can listen to the audio. It helps for both filming and also if I hear anything, because,
Exactly.
But anyways,
So this room was kind of a lock-away place for really bad people.
Yeah, it's like a timeout room.
Yeah, it was like a timeout room. When they would have officials come in to do their inspections, if they thought that somebody wasn't like somebody that they really wanted to be out in public, they'd stick them up here until the inspectors or officials left. This location was also a location of a very tragic accident that happened. Over here by this window, there used to be a stove. If you look up in the ceiling, you could see that it was actually repaired, where the stove actually went up into the ceiling. One day, a woman named Jane was up here, and she was angry at one of the orderlies or nurses or whatever you want to call them, and decided to put an accelerant into the wood fire stove. And when she did, it backfired on her and it caught her dress on fire. She did get severely burned and eventually did die from her injuries. Also, if you look around, this is the original wallpaper.
Yeah, let me go get
From
you.
like 1828 or...
Yeah. And what's interesting is up here, there is a name. It's a little bit hard to read, but it says 1936. I think we're definitely going to be doing like an EVP session to see if we can get them to tell us what the name says.
Yeah.
All right, so now we are going to go over into these. They are sitting rooms, and this is what basically used for them to relax, right?
Yeah.
In here, though, is the creepy dolls. And we have our old friend, the nun doll, which used to be at Madison Seminary. She's the one, if you watch that video, I put a cute little jump scare in. If you haven't watched yet, you should, but I just spoiled the jump scare. I particularly hate this one.
Yeah, she's like a little much.
Yeah, she's a little much. Aren't you, dearie? But yeah, this room is supposed to be like fairly playful spirits. They like to play with cat balls and stuff like that. So me and Kim just got down to the basement. I feel like we heard, let me readjust this. I feel like we heard like a loud thud or something, and I could have swore I felt the floor like move. This room, I don't remember if he said there was anything that went on over here. I don't remember, but I know there was stuff in this room, right? Because this was, yes, but this was the funeral parlor.
Yes.
Now, the coffin that you're going to see, the casket, that is from the haunted house, so it's not like that's original or anything, but this is the room that the funeral parlor was. Did he say anything about this room?
Just that sometimes they hear the piano go. And that people feel like sadness in here, like you do with, going to a funeral and stuff like that. They feel like it's a lot of residual energy and stuff like that, so.
Okay. Yeah, because I know he did say, like, sometimes you'll feel nothing, and sometimes it'll feel like it's, like, just lit up with energy.
Yeah.
All these, like, candle holders. I wonder if this is from the haunted house, or if this is something they just procured.
There's, like, a ton.
And there's, like, a lot of books and stuff, too.
I really like this one. Like, this is some Haunted Mansion stuff right here.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty cool.
It looks like it went on the wall at one point.
Yeah, for sure.
This was a waiting room for the doctor's office.
Yeah, this was the waiting room. Yeah, and they have it set up like a waiting room as well. I like how they try to do that when they can, is they kind of try and make it look like it was back in the day. And like I said, that's the goal for the whole place, but...
This one is very cool. I really like the doctor bag. I think that's very cool.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, there's a creepy doll hiding up in the corner there.
Yeah.
He said some of these bottles were, like, really fun. Oh, here's one that says cocaine.
Yeah, found the cocaine one. I know he said there was a cocaine one somewhere.
Toothache drops. Wow. Castor oil.
Heart medicine.
Female weaknesses. Oh, and constipation. Okay.
Now, he showed us, he had got a picture aiming down this hallway from around here. It actually wasn't a picture, it was a video, but it was a still from the video that he showed us. And it's what looked like a couple faces from down there. Now, we're going to go past those things, but generally they don't want people doing that. But again, since he said it's just the two of us, that we can go down there. I don't know how much we're probably going to go down there tonight.
Yeah.
But I will go down just to show you. Oh, and we'll go in this room real quick. They have this room kind of set up too. They have some like...
little sitting room with some speculums and other things.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is in here, because this is definitely not a medical thing.
It's a whisk.
It's a whisk.
Well, because you can see that there's a door there, so it used to connect.
Yeah. Like, there's a bunch of kitchen stuff in here for some reason.
But did he say that it used to be a kitchen back in the day, or maybe he didn't say that? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track of everything that was being told, because there's a lot of stuff, but he was very thorough. Real nice tour guide.
Yes.
But yeah, this is one of the reasons they don't want people over here. You can see this whole floor is caving in, and there's just a big hole. Obviously, we're not going in that room. There's not really much to see back here, but it was built on top of a spring.
Yes. A freshwater spring that they were hoping to tap into to get fresh water. Unfortunately, it, started corroding things, and it's not exactly safe.
So in here it was the morgue. The morgue is what it was.
Yes.
I'll let you go ahead so you can turn the light on. Down this creepy hallway. We are told this is a very active area. to also make sure that we keep the doors closed.
Because they have.
They don't have a heater in here, but they have a heater in that room because of pipes, and in that room, which we'll go in a minute.
So this was the morgue. This is where they would wash the bodies. This is also, they stopped using the fresh water from the spring because they found out that the water was going through the field that's in the back. The back has a potter's field, and the chemicals that were used to embalm the bodies and such, and of course decaying bodies, were coming in and seeping into the water and getting people sick. So they had to stop using the fresh water because of that reason.
And then, of course, this over here is the table where they would
wash the bodies.
Yeah.
And the water would just go down these drains, and there's drains down here as well.
Yeah, because you can see, like, over here where they've, like, kind of plugged off the drains.
And here.
Yes, and I'm excited to do solo sessions in here. Because for one, it's warm. There's a heater up there because there's pipes. That's why there's a heater. I was like, why is there a heater in this random room? But that's why. But they did something very similar to Randolph County Infirmary.
Yeah, they put, this was the storage for food, and then they also put bodies in there. So food probably got contaminated by the decaying bodies that were in there.
Yep.
And then...
Yeah, this is kind of weird, but...
This is very weird. I think this would be heavy, but it's not.
Nope, it's just like foam, basically.
Foam. And this is... What is on this? Right. A lovely little embalming room. And again, big heater because there's like all the pipes in here. This embalming room is not original to the building. It actually came from New York. But it is old. It's from the same time era, like 1930s or so.
So, as we had mentioned, this place used to be a haunted house for 1 year before they took it over. So, this is pretty cool actually, are from American Horror Story Freak Show. I actually haven't seen the season. Kim has. She's still inside. But I wanted to make sure I came out and showed these because they're super cool. I know that that's one of the more liked seasons. I have it all like, oopsies, almost fell there. Tricked out here. I said you can go in it too, but I don't know if I want to go in. You can kind of see there. Turn the light on. All of this property is actually his as well. Here's the other bus. That one, the door's not open, so you can't go in. His car, but the White House over there, a guy committed suicide there. Now that place we are not allowed in. I don't know if they ever do allow people there or not, but our tour guide said that place is also pretty haunted, but we will not be doing it tonight. You see there's the building. Now, there's supposed to be a little cemetery up here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I do see him over here. They were buried horizontally, too, or vertically. Their heads are up top because they didn't have a lot of room. So they buried them feet down, which is weird. I don't know if we're going to do any investigating out here or not tonight. supposed to get pretty cold. It already is pretty cold out. I mean, it's Ohio, so. I'm gonna head back in now. It's almost dark. It doesn't have to be dark to investigate, but, you know, we're always kind of going for the vibe, I guess, right? Go back inside now, and it is almost nighttime. Just filmed some B-roll for the opening that you've already seen. Now I guess it's time to go back in and start doing investigation stuff. Anything weird happened while I was outside filming B-roll?
Yeah, there was a shadow outside.
It wasn't me?
And it wasn't you.
Huh. Where'd you see it at?
Well, I was just standing here and I just glanced over and I just saw something go real quick.
How long ago was it?
Past the window. It was a while ago, probably 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Huh.
Because I looked for you. I even looked.
Well, I asked because I think it was just like the weeds or something, but I saw something out of the corner of my eye when I came back to film, which is why I asked, but that was just now, so.
Okay.
Huh. Shadow figure's in the hell right now. What's he, 7 feet tall?
No. Looked like he was maybe...
Well, because if you see in that direction, right over there is where the 7-foot one is. That's this floor, right? Or is it the floor up? No, it's this floor.
This floor.
This is the first floor, right? I think.
I think so.
No, we're on the second floor. But yeah, no, it was the second floor because it was where the men, Like I was saying, it's about dark now, so yeah, we can pretty much start the investigation here, I guess now. So we'll kind of get ready for that, and yeah, cool. Now we are on the 3rd floor, and we're going to do some ghost hunting. So I think we'll stand like here, and maybe we'll do some EVP. I'll probably also shut the light off here, and we'll look down this hall, see if we can see any faces maybe, and see if we can get something to open this door. And again, if you're watching this, if you see or hear anything, especially that we do not mention, comment and let us know. Because sometimes when editing, I don't catch everything.
We are on the 3rd floor. We are next to the jail cell in the hallway. Just kind of looking to see if anybody wants to come out and talk to us.
My name's Josh.
My name is Kim. There's a little ball in the middle of the hallway there. If you touch it, it'll light up a bunch of really cool colors. And it'll let us know that you're there and we can talk to each other. Or if you want, I have this little box in my hand. If you want to come up and say something to me, I can hear you. And we can have a conversation that way as well. Is there anybody here right now that wants to talk to us? Were you here when this was a poorhouse? Did you like staying here?
If you're in the jail cell, the door's unlocked. Feel free to open it. You're not stuck in there.
Or even if you're an adult and just want to see it, make it colors, go ahead.
I'm going to go in the jail cell. Okay. I was hoping there'd be a place to sit, but I'm not sitting in that. Okay. Let's kind of lean against the windowsill here. If you think I've been bad, you can close that door to lock me in here. We have a couple, you can see a couple green lights over there. If you want to touch them, you can light them up. If you're able to do that for us, go ahead and touch either one of them.
Did you work here? Again, we'll use the left one as a yes, the right one as a no. Or you can touch them at the same time if you want us to leave.
Did something bad happen in this bathroom? I'll ask again, did something bad happen in this bathroom? I think it might be time to use the spirit box.
Would you prefer we do that? We'll get that out. You can talk through that.
Kim went down to get a different spirit box because the one that we have, it's being weird, so we stopped the session and she's going to get the SB7. So I'm currently alone in the room. If you want to speak to me, feel free. I'm sorry if another man hurt you or something like that, but I'm not going to. Alright, Kim's back with the replacement ghost box. Are you able to talk to us through this now? Hello?
What's your name? Did you say your name is Adam?
That's what I've heard.
Hi, Adam. My name's Kim. This is Josh.
Adam, why are you in the woman's restroom?
Okay.
Did you hear something out of that?
I heard bad guy. Adam, were you an inmate here? Or were you a patient here?
Alright, so yeah, we are in, you said it's the boys' room?
Yeah, because there's this room, and then there's they said this was the boys' like children's room, and then upstairs was like the girls with the dolls. If there's anybody here with us right now, do you think you could do that for us? Just touch any of those items, even if there's an adult in here right now. That's cool. We won't judge. If you want to touch any of these little lights, go right ahead. If there's anybody in here at all, just let us know you're here. And can you push any of these toys around? Maybe play with a toy and we'll play. If you push that glow up ball, we'll play ball. What if we got the big radio out? Would you like that? I'm sure people have played with that with you before. The radio that scans through stations really fast, makes all that noise. You want to play with that? Is anybody in here with us? Can you talk to us through this box? Can you tell us your name? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I see it.
Awesome. You like that? Can you do it again? Just push it. Now all you have to do is touch it. Because that was like provoked. It just lit.
Yeah. It's kinda, sometimes with the cat toys, it's a little bit hard to tell for sure. But I mean, we weren't moving.
Nothing was moving, and like
Yeah.
even trucks were driving past, and I thought maybe it was a vibration from a truck. It wasn't.
Right.
Because I heard a big truck coming, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just that.
Right.
It didn't do anything.
I mean, for me to be convinced, it would have to move a little bit more because I mean, any kind of toy like that, sometimes things they just do it.
Yeah.
You know, they're not perfect. Nothing we got there was real convincing enough for me to say anything, so we're going to move to a different room, I suppose. These stairs are like funhouse stairs.
They're so crooked.
I don't know how well it translates on camera, but yeah.
They are wonky.
Yeah, they're super wonky, and it feels really weird because you're just slightly off kilter. Just sort of walk up and this is just a little bit off. But we are heading, obviously, upstairs now to the 4th floor. Let's see what we can find up here.
Whoa.
Okay. So, of course, this is the dungeon. It's creepier looking at night.
Yeah. Hello.
Let's go walk out here, though. I think I'm going to maybe turn on the thermal and kind of look around this room. See if we see anything there. Alright, so we do the thermal imaging camera. I'll put the footage on there because maybe people know I don't believe it's paranormal, but it kind of looked like tendrils coming from the ceiling. And I don't know if it's because of that was the floor, slight color variations, but it was just really creepy looking, and I've never seen it look quite like that before. But I think it's just the camera. I don't think it's anything else. Right, we're going to head over into the chicken coop here. We're just, yeah. That's what they call it, right? The chicken coop? And remember, the floor is absolutely terrifying, so don't scream when you walk and it feels like it's going to kill you.
You make it down the steps, then you gotta do the fucking floor.
Dude, these buildings are just so creepy because you just always feel like someone's watching you because there's all these dark corners, and it's just...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that was something that they said in this room, that people were drawn towards the corners, like psychics and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or like sensitive people. This room is just really, the way the wallpaper is just like not quite all the way there.
Right.
It's a little unsettling, and I mean, come on, these beds too, like.
Yeah, these beds are really...
So we're going to try something. So Kim has what is that? Tibetan spirit bowl? Or not
Tibetan
spirit bowl.
singing bowl.
Singing bowl, not spirit bowl, yeah, singing bowl. And it's supposed to help energy. If you want to back up just a little bit before you do that, she's going to ring it for a minute.
I hope that brought up some energy up here for you guys. Please use it to do stuff.
Yes, please use it to do some stuff. Yeah, so me and Kim are going to head back out. We're going to go over to the dungeon there and kind of see. We're just not feeling anything really in this room. But when she was doing the singing bowl stuff, like, I swear that I heard people talking. Now, again, I don't know if it was outside. I don't think I'd be hearing people. There's a road, but the school's all the way across the street, and, like, it's later at night, so I shouldn't be hearing, but, like, I for sure heard females when she was ringing the singing bowl. So, yep, me and Kim have made our way right over to the dungeon here. We're going to just do EVP, and I think Kim's going to do... Are you going to do dowsing rods, or are you going to do pendulum?
I'll do some dowsing rounds.
Okay. I have mixed feelings. I mean, we both kind of mixed feelings about most of the stuff that we do, but it doesn't hurt to try. Also, if you think that we're going through with stuff, like, if we, like... We don't always necessarily think it's a spirit we're communicating with, but we're going to assume that it is in the moment, just in case, you know? We understand that not everything that the spirit box says is a ghost.
Right.
just pointing that out. But Kim has her lightsaber dowsing rods, and so yeah.
Crossing them means yes. Leaving them alone means no. Okay? If there's somebody here with me right now, can you cross these just so we know that you're here? Thank you. Can you uncross them for me, please? It's okay. You're not going to get in trouble. Were you an inmate here? Yes. Okay. Uncross them, please. Were you put up here in the dungeon? Yes. Okay, uncross them, please. Do you remember somebody jumping off the roof? Yeah? Okay, uncross them, please. Is that you? No. Okay. Were you here when this was a poor farm? So you were here when it was an infirmary? Yes.
Okay, it is doll room time. I don't trip over things and die. Get all of the creepy dolls. This room has a nice ambiance to it, and again...
Oh yeah, that's right. This is the room that Dakota had to sleep in, and he slept on that bed.
Did he?
Everybody, and they made fun of him for it. They're like, you actually slept on the bed?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, so we're just going to probably do, set the cat bolts down, maybe some EMF readers. Hopefully we actually get something. It's been a pretty quiet night unless we have something on when we review the footage and the recordings and stuff.
Yeah.
We also haven't done the first floor yet, which is supposed to be the most active place. We've been trying to save that later. All right, if there's anybody here with us, can you maybe do something for us? Can you make a noise? Can you say your name? My name's Josh.
My name's Kim.
There's that little ball Kim just put on the floor there. If you touch it, it'll light up.
I also got a little green light over there on that buggy. If you touch that, a bunch of other lights will light up. There's one here on this stool. Also, if you want to say your name, there's a little box next to that. If you talk nice and loud into it, we can hear you later.
Out of 5 stars, what do you give the bed?
Well, I'm like kind of terrified of it. So I'm kind of not.
You mean you don't want to sleep on it?
No.
Tonight?
No, definitely not. I will take the comforts of our hotel room.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think let's move down to the first floor now. And then this over here is the funeral parlor. I assume we should not sit on that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we should not sit on this couch. I think we should just go. I'm feeling we should go over and just do the morgue. That's what I'm thinking. Did you close the door? Did you for sure close it?
I thought I did.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I'm pretty sure I did too. Okay, so...
I'll have to review back the footage, but I'm almost positive. I don't have you on camera closing it, but I'm positive I heard you closing it, though.
I thought I did. I don't know. I mean, it was so long ago.
Well, anyways. So yeah, in there is the body. The body. In there is like that was the cooler where they stored the bodies. By the food. Yeah, what?
And food.
Yeah, and food.
And food.
So, I think you want to start in there, or do you want to start in there? I'm going to close that door, actually. Let's see if maybe we can get it to open again. If it did open the first time.
Tough to close it completely from here because there's no handle. So I got it as close as possible.
I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to be warm. And also, supposedly, he asked to be touched while in here, and he was. So as you can see, here's my little chair that I can sit in. It's a super creepy little room. Ugh. Is there anybody in here with me right now? He said it was okay to unplug this. I'm going to unplug this for a moment. Because I don't know if I'm just hearing things because of it or not. If there's someone here with me right now, can you say something? Hello? My name's Josh. What's yours? Were you one of the workers here? Can you make a noise so that I know that you're here? Are you stuck here?
I legit heard somebody in there with you.
I don't know if they were in that room. The whole beginning I could hear just talking. Just talking, and then there was something loud beside me, and then it stopped entirely. I never heard anything else after it. Okay, so now me and Kim are in the mirror room, and we are going to be doing what they just call an isolation session, and that is when you just put the headphones on. Kim won't be able to hear what I'm asking, and we'll see if she gets anything that correlates with what I'm asking.
Yay.
That was a flattering shot.
Oh, lovely.
Here, so I can also hear if anything creepy happens in the hallway.
Yay. Alright.
Alrighty.
Here we go.
Alright, this is Josh and Kim doing the isolation session in the mirror room. Is there anybody here that would like to talk to us? Can you tell us what your name is? Do you like it here?
Help.
So does that mean you don't like it here? Do you enjoy people coming here and trying to communicate with you?
I don't. Look. saying look numerous times.
Are you an adult?
Secret? Get out.
What room is your secret in?
Attached.
Alright, so me and Kim just got done doing our isolation session in the mirror room, and unfortunately my memory card was all filled up and I didn't realize it. It's only like 5 minutes of it recorded. Didn't really have anything as far as like correlation between the stuff that I asked and Kim said, but well, I'll let you describe what you felt.
Just really like I'm shaking right now, and I know it's not the cold. Like it's like my whole body started shaking after a while. Like I was trying to like get into it and like really just relax and everything, and I couldn't because my body just kept shaking so bad. And it wasn't the cold. I haven't shook like that the whole night. And at one point, which unfortunately we probably didn't get on the camera, my eyes were closed. It felt and looked like something came up to me like this close. Like it was dark. Like even with my eyes closed, it was dark over here, and it kind of freaked me out. I did actually go, Josh, did you move?
Right.
So I don't know what that was. I don't know if I caught anything that might have like answered that, because I did have my recorder going. We'll see.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it was really freaky in there. Like I felt like I was surrounded. It was just really freaky.
So now we're going to do because we're freezing to death, and it is after midnight now, so I think we're going to do a couple, I'm going to go down to, against my better judgment, down to the basement, and then Kim's going to do, like, the hallway for the women's floor, and then the women's bathroom, and then we'll see what's after that. That might be it for the night. Because I think I'm going to hit up the funeral parlor, because we walked in there, but we didn't, like, ask any questions. So I think I might go there, and then if I'm feeling extra brave, I might go into the morgue. Again, I might do that, or just kind of, because we didn't really do much in the basement besides go there, and then we came back up and did this. So that's where I'm headed now, and Kim's just going to sit up here. We have our walkie-talkie, so if I get attacked by something, I guess I will let her know. And if you get attacked by something in your nice little heater room, I guess you let me know too, and you can prepare yourself for your turn. Okay, so here I go. Some of this, it's like rattle in my pocket. Some of it I just kind of want to be sort of quiet, and I don't want to be making tons of noise. So if I'm just walking around in silence and not talking, it's because, I kind of want to listen and kind of get a feel. And also I think I refer to this as the basement. It's not a basement, it's just the first floor. This building is a little bit maze-like because every floor looks kind of similar. You know what, we weren't in the doctor's room at all either, but I think that's a floor up. Or no, I think that's this floor. Yes, because this is the waiting room. Maybe we'll go over here. See? My name's Josh. When you used to live here, did you ever have to come to this room to get any kind of like minor patch-ups, any kind of like medicine, anything like that? Did they help you out in here? Oops, that's piano here. Like old-timey pictures. I don't know if they're real old-timey pictures or not. Set those both down right there. Got the K2, got the little cat ball. Is anybody here like with me in this room that would like to speak? Did you pass away here and then also have your funeral here? I know it's a bit cliche, but I'm going to try the shave and a haircut knock. If you know it, finish it. I don't know if that picked up on camera, but I instantly heard what sounded like a knock coming from over there. Thank you very much if that was you. I'm going to do it one more time. If you can do it again for me so I can know if it's you or not. I'll try one more time. Definitely heard it the first time. There was a knock to my left or to my right. Alright, so now I want to walk over because we for sure closed the door this time. Oh, look, there's all these like old newspapers here. All these old newspapers. But anyways, I'm going to walk over here and I want to see if the door is still closed for, the morgue. We definitely did close it when we left. Alright, and it is still closed. I don't think I particularly want to go in there. But we'll see. If you're there, can you open the door for us again? We think you might have opened it earlier. Can you open that door for us? Can you knock on it? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, thank you. And I think I am good with being down here. So I'm just going to go back up and Kim can have her turn. And yeah.
If there's anybody in this hallway, I know I was just up here. I'd like to see you. Okay. Did you like living here? Do you like that people come to visit you? Do you not like when men come down this hallway? Who owns this building? All right, thank you. If you gave me anything, I'm gonna go to the women's restroom now, so if you want to talk to me still, I'll be in there. We're only gonna go in here for a moment because I really don't like this room all that much. Oh my gosh. This door is really, really heavy. If you're in here with me right now, I can't hear you right now. I have a recorder going and I have this camera. If you want to say anything or you have a message, please let me know. I'm very sorry if you were assaulted here. No one deserves that. Well, thank you if you talk to me. I appreciate it.
So it is 1:30 in the morning. We've been here since 3 p.m.
Oh my God.
So we've been here for a long time. We are about ready to pack up. Kim just got done with her solo. And of course I did my solo investigation there as well. It's just so cold.
Yeah.
I think the building's very interesting. Not too much happened tonight, I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of like weird feelings, but like a lot of things I kind of like, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I think the most active we had was probably the morgue area.
Yeah, that area felt pretty creepy.
Yeah.
I think, and there will be a podcast that should be out before this actual investigation episode. So if you kind of want to just hear us like talk about things, like just the entire experience more in depth for a while,
Yeah.
you can go listen to that. But overall, the building is very cool. I would like to come back at some point in the future, maybe next year or something like that, because we do want to go to Madison, which the same person that owns this also owns a Madison. We did have the shit scared out of us. Whatever, there's this door right off camera there, and it sounded like someone started a lawnmower inside of it.
Or a chainsaw.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, if it's a generator or what, but it's the first time it's happened all night. It lasted for like 1 minute, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then just shut off. It was so loud, so I don't know what that is, but it scared the crap out of us. But yeah, I definitely agree that the basement was the creepiest. Definitely had some creepy vibes down there.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go in when I did my solo, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going in there. I don't want to. So I didn't. And you said that you're not sure if you caught anything up there. Like, nothing like stood out to you.
Well, when I went up there initially, before I had little snafu with the camera, I thought I was seeing some shadow play on the left-hand side by the cell door. But then I figured out when I went back up there, I kind of watched and I could hear cars going by, and when they got close enough, you could see like a white reflection on the wall, and then it would disappear.
Yeah.
Which I thought was the reverse. I thought it was a shadow blocking a window, but it was actually just headlights coming in from a window over there. So
that's the only bad thing about the location of this place is it is very close to the road.
Very close.
I didn't realize that it was like directly off the road.
Yeah.
Most of these places sit back a little bit, but this one is just like, it's like the road's right there. Because I guess all of it used to be farmland, but now obviously there's a road right by it.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of noise contamination in certain rooms, and because of how, especially with hallways, and I almost wonder if some things that people see is just the shadows kind of being cast from like the end room windows,
Yeah.
like around. That, you know, it could be some of the things, but overall, yeah, I think it was a pretty fun night. But we are extremely cold, and we are ready to go back to our hotel room and be warm.
Yeah, I want to like snuggle in a blanket.
Yeah.
And be warm.
But thank you very much for watching our episode. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you do so, because there will be more investigations. We do plan on doing a couple other places at the very least this summer. We already have a good idea for that. Like we said, we want to do Prospect Place and stuff like that. So make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell ring, so that way you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And we have a podcast almost every Friday, and a whole bunch of other like content. Like we do vlogs once in a while. Like I believe tomorrow actually we're going to Otherworld, which that video would definitely be up after this one, which is a really cool like interactive art exhibit thing that's in Columbus. It's very haunted house adjacent. It's a haunted house without the scare, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, make sure you keep an eye out for that vlog as well. But that does it for this video. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.